Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brendan from Best Life Weight Loss. And today, if you saw the video from earlier, the short, I want to talk about time management and making excuses. Now, the time management part is going to sound a lot like my making a schedule video. And, they go hand in hand, managing your time, making the schedule. But the first thing I want to talk about is making excuses. We've all been there. Oh, I can't work out because of this. I can't start because of that. I'm too busy. There's not enough time in the day. I work a full-time job. And all those things can be true, except for you can make the time. So, first off, when you're making the time, or vice versa, when you're making the excuses, all you're sacrificing is your health. Your health should be one of the most important things that you do. And I feel like everyone eventually will understand that. It takes time to figure it out. I was 31 years old when I figured out, hey, wow, being healthy and being able to move around properly, like it actually does make a big difference and really ramps up your quality of life. And when you're making the excuses that you can't work, but when you make the excuse, hey, I can't work out, there's too much going on, I'm too busy. You have to ask yourself, did you watch TV? Did you watch TV for an hour? Do you watch TV for hours? Do you play video games? The time that I'm doing right now, I used to just play video games, and I cut into that video game time for my health. If you even watch movies, if you watch TV shows, if you watch anything for an hour, any source of entertainment you give yourself, you can cut that time down. I'm not saying get rid of it. I still play lots of video games. But I manage my time so that I can get the exercise in, so I can get the workout in. It's so important to manage your time. The older I get, I've always been about money. My brain is just money, 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 When I was younger, it was just hustle, hustle, hustle. And as I get older, I realize, yes, money is very important for your life, but there's one thing that is even more important, and that's time. Time's not something you can regain. Time is only something you can give. So utilizing your time is key. You want to have a great weight loss journey, you want to have a great life, you want to have your best life, then utilizing your time, it's gonna be the end all be all. You work 8 hours, you sleep for 8 hours, that's 8 hours of your day that you're doing for yourself. Now obviously, you gotta cook, you gotta clean, you have to do things. So let's say you only have 5 hours to do whatever you want. All you need to do, especially when you're starting, is to take 30 minutes, 40 minutes, just take some time. Start doing some cardio. I don't want to call anyone lazy, even though I understood that I was lazy, that I was making excuses. I'm not going to say that for anyone. It's hard. It's not easy to say, oh, it's easy to say I'm going to lose weight. It's hard to actually go and do it. It's hard to actually stay committed. And when you balance your time, you're going to see, oh man, I really can do it. I usually spend 3 hours on Netflix, spend an hour and a half on Netflix, spend an hour on cardio. You have to start somewhere, and telling yourself that you don't have the time, you have to make the time. You have to make the time, and you can do it because your health is so important. Now, going back to making excuses, another excuse I hear a lot is, I don't have the money. I can't afford to buy a bike. I can't afford to buy weights. And that's okay. I completely understand that. But you have shoes, As long as you have shoes, I want you out there walking, power walking, speed walking. You know, cardio is going to be, I might make a video about all the points that you make, but some of the points that are going to be the biggest highlights for you on your journey is time management and cardio. You know, cardio is king. Cardio is, if you want to lose fat, cardio is the way to go. And you have to start somewhere. And then once, you know, you stop making the excuse for time and you make the time, you know, some people are going to say, hey, I don't have the money. You know, I can't pay a gym membership. Hey, I think Planet Fitness still does a $10 a month. And they have bikes, you know. So maybe you can't afford to spend $200 on a one purchase of a bike. Maybe it's more sustainable for you to get a gym membership of $10, $20 a month, and maybe that is more sustainable to pay over time. But say you really can't do that, and you're just living with a friend and you don't even have a job. Go out and walk. That means you have the time. You know, there's no excuse that's good enough to sacrifice your health, your well-being. You know, the excuse of the money, it's one of the biggest crutches, it's one of the biggest caps you'll ever hear, because I know a lot of people that just went out and walked. You know, I lost 20 pounds, like, when I was like 22 or 23, just walking in New York, you know, and that alone was also amazing. Like, losing any amount of weight is going to make you feel better, but something about cardio that just really, you know, I mean, it's science, you know, blood oxygen levels, your body will literally feel better. But, you know, saying, hey, I can't do it, I don't have the time, I don't have the money, it's bullshit. You know, and I'm not trying to put you down. All I want to do is bring you up, and I want to let you know, like, it's attainable, it's achievable. I don't care if you're broke, if you're poor, you could do it. You just have to want it. You have to not make the excuse. You know, I used to use a tree stump that was like this. And I would, over the head, I would do fucking bicep curls with it. You know, was it the most effective? I don't know. It worked though. I was getting a pump. You know, there's so many different free exercises, push-ups, jumping jacks. There's so many things you can do. And making the excuse that, oh, I don't have the time, I don't have the money. You can. You do have the time. And you don't need money, you know. And I'm going to tell you right now, you start exercising, everything is going to go up. Your quality of life is going to go up. Don't ask me how, but the money you make will go up. Maybe because you're working harder, you're able to do more, you get another job, perform better at your job, get a raise. But whatever you're doing, the entirety of your life will excel when you excel your health. When you start to improve your body. When you start to improve your body, your mind starts to improve too. You don't need to be reading books and stuff to improve your mind. That's how you improve your understanding of things, is to increase your knowledge. But I feel like exercising and having a strong body helps strengthen your mind, your overall mental state. And, you know, it's just, I don't want to hear the excuses anymore. I want to hear I can do it. You know, if anyone needs advice, if anyone feels like, hey, I don't know what exercises to do, I don't have any money, I don't think I have the time, message me. I got the Facebook in the links. You know, message me. I will help you any way I can. I'll give you advice. You know, and remember, I'm not a doctor. I'm not a professional. I don't even know if what I'm talking about is the right things. Everything I'm saying is just personal experience. Things that I have went through, things that I've understood, and things that I'm just trying to pass on to you. I hope you get the gist, and I hope you start your weight loss journey today. Stay positive.